It's the question nagging many of us. What's for dinner tonight? With families being so busy, coming up with another easy, affordable, and healthy meal can get tedious and overwhelming. But if you have an Instant Pot collecting dust downstairs, take it out, bring it back to your kitchen. It can help make your life easier. Joining us now is Culinary Dietitian Amy Marshall. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for joining us. Now, personally, I think the Instant Pot is very intimidating. We have one. We don't know how to use it. Why is it such a scary appliance?
It's one of those things, yeah, it looks really intimidating, and I think because it's high pressure and there's steam that comes out of here, so it can be pretty intense the first time that people use it. So they feel maybe intimidated knowing how to use it for the first time, or they have a bad experience and then don't want to retry it again.
So how do you recommend people learn how to use the appliance?
Well, the first tip that I usually tell people is to start with something really simple. So just take a cup of water, put it in the Instant Pot, and then practice bringing it up to pressure and then releasing the steam, because that can be the most scary thing. So don't even cook food for the first time, just practice with water.
Okay.
And then after you practice doing that for the first time, look for a really simple and easy recipe that doesn't involve too much work. I always recommend following a recipe, because I've heard some really funny stories of people putting things in their Instant Pot, not following a recipe, and then it comes out like mush. So you always want to follow the cooking time on recipes.
And most of these come with their own little recipe book as well.
Yeah, then that would be a really great place to start. Looking for a recipe would be a recipe book, or if you're used to doing a soup or stew on the pot on the stove, that you can just Google something like an Instant Pot beef stew and
make it nice and easier. You can make a meal in a very short amount of time with the Instant Pot. Tell us about this amazing appliance.
Yeah, so the Instant Pot cooks food at a high temperature. So because it's cooking at a higher temperature, it reduces the amount of time that it takes to cook the food significantly. Okay. So in particular, I loved cooking proteins in here because they typically take the longest amount of time.
Yeah.
So for example, you can take a whole frozen chicken from your deep freeze and you can stick it in the Instant Pot and set it for 45 minutes. And after that amount of time, it will come out of your Instant Pot tender and falling off the bone and ready to eat.
Wow. And so it really cuts down on time, and you could whip up a nutritious meal in very little time. What meal are we talking about? You have some tips and advice for us.
Yeah, so I thought I would give a really easy recipe that can be a really quick win in the kitchen.
Okay.
So I love making hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot. I never make them on the stove anymore because it's so easy to do in the Instant Pot. So all you do is put a cup of water in the Instant Pot with a trivet that comes with the Instant Pot. So it's a little wire thing to keep it off the bottom of the pot.
Okay. Yep.
You stick your eggs in the Instant Pot, you set it for 5 minutes. So it's a 5-5-5 method. So the first 5 is high pressure for 5 minutes. Then once it beeps, you let it come down in pressure for 5 minutes. And then you open up the Instant Pot, and then you stick your hard-boiled eggs in ice water and let that sit for 5 minutes until it cools completely.
Okay.
And then the eggs are super easy to peel coming out of the Instant Pot. The shells come off super easy.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, so I really recommend doing Instant Pot hard-boiled eggs as a really quick way to dust off your Instant Pot and get going in the kitchen.
It's a good starter. And then, of course, you could always expand to other proteins and other meals as well.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you, Amy. This is so easy.
Yeah.
Thank you.